Did Tim Malcolm do the worst thing by letting go of his soulmate, Veronica Rodriguez? The 90 Day Fiancé star might never find true love again. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching for more details. Tim Malcolm from 90 Day. The single life is incapable of loving anyone else, as he only loves himself. Tim's love life began airing on TV in 2019 with his Before the 90 Days season 3 debut. Tim was in a long-distance relationship with single mom and model Jennifer Terrazona, whom he met on a dating app for Colombian women. Jennifer saw Tim's true colors when they met in person. Tim was not only close to Veronica Rodriguez, a woman who was his ex-turned-best friend, but Tim was also unable to be intimate with his girlfriend. Tim repeated his patterns with his new girlfriend, Louisa, who he's dating on 90 Day, the Single Life Season 4. It was uncomfortable to watch Tim kissing Louisa with his open eyes, only after she nagged him into doing it several times. Tim was clearly pretending to be happy with Louisa when, in reality, Tim had avoided touching or kissing Louisa for weeks. Tim was doing everything in his power to avoid contact with Louisa. Tim has severe intimacy issues that need to be addressed. It was worse than watching Veronica order Tim's steak on their double date. Veronica and Tim are one 90-day fiancé. Couple fans want to get back together. However, their relationship is too complicated for Tim and Veronica to start dating again. Tim was 28 years old when he met the 23-year-old Veronica for the first time. They had bumped into each other at a bar where Veronica had told her friend that she was going to find the most attractive man and kiss him. Veronica was newly single at the time as she was going through a divorce after learning her ex-husband cheated on her. Tim had also recently gotten out of a long-term relationship, and it was the second night out for him after his split. Veronica had seen him standing at the bar and ordering a drink. She went up to him and kissed him. Tim's friend, who was accompanying him, was also interested in her. However, when Tim's friend asked Veronica for her number, she said only one of them would be lucky enough to receive it. Tim almost didn't call Veronica the next day, but he did. The two began dating, moved in together, and were engaged. Tim stepped in as a father figure for her daughter Chloe, who was 1.5 years old when they met. However, Tim couldn't sustain the relationship with Veronica as they fought over everything until they went their separate ways in 2015. Tim and Veronica had fights over their cars, their house, and even their furniture. Still, the couple managed to eventually get to a good place. They were too close for them to part ways forever, even though they had felt miserable during the last 3 years of their relationship. They were now close friends who used to be engaged. Tim has since kept insisting that his relationship was platonic, and they considered each other family. Tim claims he and Veronica are still close and continue to co-parent Veronica's daughter, which is why they remained in each other's lives. Tim and Veronica even made time to see each other during the COVID-19 pandemic. They had been together for 9 years and engaged for 7 years out of that. Tim saw Veronica and him getting married in the future and perhaps starting a family of their own. However, as revealed by Tim during his interview with ET, he and Veronica didn't have much in common anymore. They didn't like the same activities, and they still find it difficult to watch a movie together. Their tastes in film, music, and more are complete opposites of each other. Tim may never have predicted that he could have a negative side to his relationship with Veronica. They were laughing and having a good time on camera, but when the cameras stopped rolling, they did their own things. Tim has arguments with Veronica and disagreements that don't make it to TV during his time on 90 Day Fiancé. Before the 90 days, Tim seemingly wore a lot of women's clothing. Viewers began to question whether he was gay. However, Tim is simply a high-maintenance man. Jennifer had questioned Tim's sexuality in front of the 90-day fiancé cameras. When he wanted to apply the eye mask to her eyes, she admitted it felt like she had a girlfriend with her. Jennifer saw Tim as feminine and hoped he was strong in other ways. Tim lacked passion and didn't attempt to kiss Jennifer on their first night when they were lying in the same bed. Viewers have picked apart Tim's outfits during tell-alls, which they feel are outrageous. However, Tim's personality is not for everyone. Being flashy and conscious of his appearance could be driving women away. When someone like Louisa does see beyond Tim's outward look and agrees to date him, Tim has been known to push the woman away. 90-day fiancé viewers don't understand Tim's reluctance to be intimate with women. While they end up giving him the benefit of the doubt, his actions or lack of action says differently to fans. Tim isn't much of a catch and makes women work to get his attention. Tim was forced to kiss by Louisa on a recent 90-day, the Single Life episode. Tim didn't pick up cues that Louisa wanted to be intimate with him. He then began making excuses that he was conscious of his breath and if it smelled after they had dinner. Tim also gives preference to his job over his relationships. The real reason behind Tim's split with Jennifer wasn't Veronica's involvement in their storyline. Tim broke up with Jennifer after claiming he had financial difficulties. Jennifer decided to leave Tim after he made a difficult business decision. Tim was unable to secure a visa for Jennifer because of money problems. He purchased an expensive piece of equipment to expand his gun-making business. Jennifer accused him of caring more about his business than their relationship. Jennifer didn't want to come to the U.S. anymore, and the two stopped talking. Tim has a superiority complex that rears its head during these instances. Tim tries to prove he's better than everyone else, even the women he dates. His selfish ways are sure to keep him single for the rest of his life, despite his multiple attempts to meet new women. The ability to be intimate with another results from a personal sense of confidence and self-esteem. Tim's behavior confirms he's not the self-assured man he wants people to think he is.